In a dense jungle, there lived a black leopard named Shadow. Shadow was known for his incredible speed and agility. He was one of the fastest animals in the entire jungle, and his sleek black coat shone in the sunlight, making him a sight to behold. Everyone admired his strength and speed, and he became very proud of his abilities. Over time, Shadow grew arrogant. He believed that no other animal in the jungle could match his speed or his strength. He would often boast to the other animals, saying things like, "No one can catch me. I'm the fastest and the strongest here. I don't need anyone's help." The other animals would nod politely, but deep down, they knew that strength wasn't just about speed or power. However, Shadow couldn't see past his own ego. He isolated himself from the other animals, believing that he was superior to them. He didn't bother to make friends or build alliances because he thought he could conquer the world alone. One day, as the sun began to set, Shadow decided to go for a run through the jungle. The air was warm and still, and the jungle was calm. Shadow felt unstoppable as he sprinted through the dense foliage, his powerful legs carrying him faster and faster. In his haste, Shadow didn't pay attention to the terrain. He was so focused on his speed that he failed to notice a large rock hidden beneath the underbrush. His front paw caught on the rock and he tumbled forward, crashing to the ground. A sharp pain shot through his body, and Shadow let out a loud roar of agony. He had injured his leg badly. He tried to get up, but the pain was too much. He struggled to move, but his leg would not cooperate. Shadow realized for the first time that his incredible speed and strength meant nothing if he couldn't use them. As the hours passed, Shadow's pain grew worse. The jungle, once a place of power and freedom for him, now felt like a prison. He was trapped by his own arrogance. For the first time in his life, he felt vulnerable and helpless. The other animals in the jungle soon noticed that Shadow was missing. They started searching for him, but Shadow stubbornly refused to ask for help. He didn't want to admit that he needed anyone, especially after all his boasting about how strong and fast he was. He lay there, alone, feeling the weight of his pride. After a while, Shadow's strength began to fade. The pain in his leg made it impossible for him to move. He knew that if he didn't get help soon, he wouldn't survive. But even then, his pride held him back. He didn't want to show weakness. It wasn't until the evening that a kind-hearted deer named Lily found him lying in the brush. Lily had heard the sound of Shadow's cry earlier and decided to investigate. She carefully approached him, and though Shadow tried to move away, the pain in his leg kept him still. "Shadow," Lily said gently, "you don't have to do this alone. Let me help you." At first, Shadow hesitated. He was ashamed to accept help, especially from someone he had always considered beneath him. But the pain in his leg was unbearable, and Lily's kindness finally broke through his pride. Reluctantly, Shadow allowed Lily to guide him back to the safety of the other animals. Over the next few days, Lily stayed by Shadow's side, helping him recover. She brought him food and water, and the other animals in the jungle, including the ones he had once looked down upon, came to check on him. They showed him compassion and care, proving that no one in the jungle was truly alone. As Shadow healed, he reflected on his behavior. He realized how foolish he had been to think that strength was just about speed or power. He understood now that true strength lay in humility, kindness, and the ability to work together. He had been so focused on his own abilities that he had ignored the value of community and friendship. One afternoon, as Shadow walked through the jungle with Lily and the other animals, he felt a sense of peace he had never experienced before. The jungle was no longer a place where he had to prove himself, but a place where he could connect with others, share his strength, and offer his help. From that day on, Shadow was a different leopard. He no longer boasted about his speed or strength. Instead, he spent his days helping the other animals, building relationships, and showing kindness to all. He learned that true strength came not from running faster or being stronger, but from working together and helping those in need.